Welcome to the Ogden City Council's quick meeting recap for the special City Council meeting and council meeting that took place on January 3rd and 4th, 2022. In Monday's special City Council meeting, newly elected Councilmember Ken Ritchie and re-elected Councilmembers Bart Blair and Marsha White were sworn into office. Councilmember Ritchie was elected to represent Municipal District 3. Councilmember Bart Blair began his fourth term as the council representative for at-large Seat B, and Councilmember White entered her third term as the at-large Seat A representative. In the work session of January 4th, the council reviewed proposed survey questions to gauge the public's interest in the Community Renewable Energy Program. Representatives from Weber State Center for Community Engaged Learning outlined the questions and received feedback from the council. The survey is anticipated to be available in February. The council reviewed a proposed ordinance for honorary street name designations. Council staff presented information related to fees and the cost of processing an honorary street name petition. Other proposed changes include limiting who may submit a petition to the mayor, council members, or the council as a whole, and owners of property within the city or residents of the city. The proposed ordinance requires that an honorary street name be based on historical significance, cultural significance, and/or neighborhood significance. The proposed ordinance will be finalized and presented to the council for consideration in an upcoming meeting. The council reviewed a proposed zone text amendment regarding accessory dwelling units, or ADUs. Current zoning code limits internal ADUs, such as basement apartments, to 40% of the habitable floor area of a dwelling. Utah state law requires cities to remove such limitations. The amendment will allow IADUs to be any size within a home. Current city code also states that owners must have a business license in order to obtain an ADU permit. This language has been removed in the proposed amendment. Another proposed change is that when an ADU permit is obtained, a certificate will be recorded with the property stating that the home may be used as an owner-occupied ADU, and states that the home cannot be converted to a duplex. This will be considered by the council on February 1st. The council then reviewed a proposed zone text amendment regarding mobile food trailers. Councilmember Marsha White submitted a council initiative form to amend the city's zoning ordinance to allow mobile food trailers to operate within city right-of-ways in a similar manner to mobile food trucks. The proposed ordinance was reviewed by the Planning Commission, which forwarded a recommendation of approval to the council. The proposal would allow food trailers, as defined in the code, to operate with nearly all the same standards as food trucks, which are permitted in most commercial zones, including the Central Business District zones. This will be considered by the council on February 1st. The council discussed a potential anti-idling ordinance. State law allows local governments to prohibit vehicle idling as long as the ordinance is primarily educational. After acknowledging the challenge of enforcing an anti-idling ordinance, the council expressed interest in continuing educational efforts in conjunction with community partners such as Aisle Free Week. The council also expressed interest in hearing the Sustainability Committee's opinion on the idea of an anti-idling ordinance. The council discussed the joint resolution with the mayor regarding the Marshall White Center. The roles of the council, administration, and Marshall White Advisory Committee were more clearly defined and established in order to effectively continue progress. Council and administration have agreed in principle to renovate, upgrade, or rebuild the Marshall White Center in its current location. A joint resolution will be considered by the council in the meeting on January 11th. In the council meeting, re-elected Councilmember Angela Chaburka took the oath of office to begin her second term in office. In the council meeting, the council adopted a joint proclamation with the mayor to declare January 11th, 2022 as Bernard Augustine DeVoto Day in Ogden City. The proclamation recognizes DeVoto, who was an Ogden native who is considered one of Utah's most prominent writers. DeVoto's 125th birthday would have been January 11th. Members of the Bernard DeVoto Commemoration Committee were present to accept the proclamation and highlight their efforts to recognize DeVoto throughout the upcoming year. The council accepted the fiscal year 2021 audit report and fiscal year 2021 annual comprehensive financial report for review. The council will collectively review the reports in February. The reports review the city's risk assessment, GASB 54 compliance, bond covenant compliance, debt limit compliance, federal program compliance, purchase and expenditures, inventory review, and others. A link to these reports can be found in the agenda document posted to our website. Through common consent, the council approved the appointment of Jessica Adams to the Ogden City Diversity Commission. The council also approved the reappointments of Camille Cook, Priscilla M. Martinez, and Ronald White to the Marshall White Center Advisory Committee. After a public hearing, the council denied a resolution to rename a portion of 675 and 670 North Satnam Singh Drive by a vote of 6-1. The petition for the honorary street name was to honor the late Satnam Singh, who was the owner and operator of the Super Grocery convenience store on the corner of 675 North and Monroe Boulevard, who tragically died. While the council felt that the petition did not meet the criteria for an honorary street name designation, council members expressed interest in exploring other ways of honoring Mr. Singh. The council adopted a joint resolution to support the revitalization and economic focus of the Utah Main Street Program. The UMSP is a state program that is focused on supporting communities in revitalizing the economy, appearance, and image of downtown commercial districts. The Ogden Downtown Alliance has applied to receive support from the UMSP MSP. In order to be eligible for funding, ODA must be supported by the joint resolution expressing the community's support for the program. Lastly, the council elected council members Ben Nadolski and Luis Lopez as the chair and vice chair, respectively. Chair Nadolski is serving as chair for the second time in his time on the council and has also served as vice chair. This is the first time Vice Chair Lopez has served in leadership. The entire recording from the meetings of January 3rd and 4th can be accessed on the Ogden City Council's Facebook page and podcast with timestamps to skip to specific agenda items. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to the council office at 801-629-8153 or send an email to citycouncil@ogdencity.com.